decided to run for governor, looking at the times we are confronted. I have been, when we finish this next year, I have been in the Senate 18 years. I have been chair of appropriations, I've been on appropriations for 16 of those years. And I have been chair of appropriations for 8 of those years. I was attracted to the Appropriations Committee because it's the one place in state government, other than the governor's office, where your job is to look at the whole and understand how it all fits together. And how if you squeeze something over here, there will be an impact over here. And it's because I understand those issues, and because I'm really fed up with the past 8 years. And I believe that I have very real solutions and a management style that can lead Vermont forward, and when we come out of this difficult recession, to have Vermont be the state that we all want it to be, and the state where future generations will have the great opportunities that we have all had. This administration has very successfully built the false choice of you can be an environmentalist or you can support a growing economy. That is a false choice. As everyone has said, this current use is a land use policy, not a people policy. And what I want to talk about with this question is a difference in style. We got to the end of the session. We're desperate to find money. The administration says, we could do some money on a current use, so we started running around trying to do it. And then we realized we were running around being crazy people and went, stop. Here's what we need to do. And as a legislature, we said, bring all the people together that are involved in current use. We need to find $1.6 million in savings, go away, come back with a report and a policy that saves the $1.6 million, but also improves this program. They're about to issue their report. They have found the $1.6 million. They are making some very, very good structural changes to the policy, keeping the spirit and the value of the policy intact. And they also have a roadmap for future changes that we can make. That's how you want to deal with policy in a comprehensive manner, not cha-cha-cha. There is no legislator in Vermont that has been a more consistent and powerful advocate and defender and protector of housing and conservation. I'm looking forward to being governor, so I don't have to defend it anymore. I get to fund it properly and move it forward. I've heard a number of you heard me on Bob Kinzel yesterday, and I'll condense my answer. Yes, we need to close it, but I see Pat, who has currently left. It isn't as easy as it sounds, and I'm taking some extra time here. The legislature, Peters kept saying to us, why did you all get us involved in this? We got involved in it because when you go back to when we got involved, we didn't trust the federal government, we didn't trust the state government, and we think this issue is important enough that somebody needs to be a voice for the people of this state. And that's why the legislature got involved. A lot has changed since we got involved. And we knew that we didn't have the experts, so we hired consultants to give us the information. I have tried to approach this issue as I try to approach most things, and that's on fact, not on emotion. And I just keep saying, if they give me one good reason to extend the license, I will consider it. They're not able to give us one good reason to extend it. We have discovered that these are not people that we want to be partners with. These are not people that we can trust. It's not going to be easy because we haven't planned, but one thing I know about Vermonters, when we decide we're going to do something and it's for the best of all the people in this state, we do it. I find it interesting that this population question that we have. And a number of years ago, when I got married and my husband was in graduate school at the University of Vermont, I worked for an organization in Charlotte called Garden Web, and they had Gardens for All. And they had a program that was part of that was called Zero Population. And they talked about the need for the control of population growth all over the world. I don't know here in Vermont what we need to do, and I think I'd turn that question and say what it is incumbent on leadership to do is to make sure that the population of this state is educated, is aware, and we take our values of using our resources to the best possible use and extent and make those our state policies. One of the key issues I see right now in locally grown food is that it's mostly too expensive for your average Vermonter. It's a great policy and it's a great idea. But what we have to do is to work to make sure that we are growing enough so that all Vermonters, including lower-income Vermonters, or folks that are in nursing homes, and folks that are on fixed incomes, can afford to buy locally grown, high-quality food. The first thing I would do as governor is to consolidate all the food programs into the Agency of Agriculture, because it's education, but it's also helping our farmers diversify. It's also learning about good marketing. The next thing I would do is to continue to work with all the work that the Sustainable Jobs Fund is doing on farm to school and farm to play. And a lot of their small projects that they're doing helping farmers to expand. Next of all, one of the most exciting things that is going on, and this started in the Randolph County area, and I've been involved with it for a long time, and many of you statewide now may have heard of it, and it's Salvation Farms. Salvation Farms started with high mowing seeds, and the idea of Salvation Farms was to glean, take the leftovers from harvest, and give it to local folks that needed access to food. And the surplus, if we didn't use it in Randolph County, it could go to Vermont Food Bank. We really liked that idea a lot, and we're doing a lot of work in it. And we went to work with a local person who had some space so that we could actually build storage capacity, so it wasn't just during the end of the food season that you could store this all year long. We also happen to be connected with cooperative organic farmers that actually go from southern Quebec right down through the Hardwick area. And they do collect all their food and ship it south. They now glean for us. It's worked so well that the Vermont Food Bank bought Salvation Farms, and they're doing it all over the state.